everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tintin57 and we're back today with another first look, and I was just looking through the PlayStation sale that's going on right now and came across this game which had been previously recommended to me as a bit of fun by one of our channel subscribers, because we like a bus sim on this channel, and this game was Bus Driver Simulator Countryside. It's currently 50% off in the PlayStation Store until I think somewhere around the 22nd of July, if you want to look at this. So this is a PS4 game. It originally released in November of 2021, so it's been out for a few months now. So I was waiting for it to come on sale. Here it is. I thought we'd take a look. If we look at the blurb, it says, you control the steering wheel as you transport passengers from picturesque Russian villages in unspoilt nature to the small town of Murom. Transport passengers to their destinations in various buses while keeping to the strict schedule. Unlike in the city, new challenges await you in the suburbs of villages. Unpaved roads require excellent driving skills during the different seasons. You'll always need to take the changing weather conditions into account. Complete the predefined tasks or create your very own career. One thing is certain, traffic jams, accidents, nighttime driving and long distance journeys provide variety and many hours of driving fun. Follow the traffic rules, keep to your schedules and earn the praise of satisfied passengers. So it's based in Russia, which right now is a bit unfortunate. However, some of the features of this game are adapt your driving style to the seasons, different weather conditions, keep an eye on over 50 bus stops and transport your passengers to their destinations on more than 23 routes. Create your own timetables and routes for even more variety. The physics of the road surface affects your driving experience. There are 7 faithfully recreated buses which you can upgrade and customize them to your liking. And different traffic situations demand the right reaction. Show patience in traffic jams, keep calm in accidents and be attentive during long distance journeys and nighttime driving. So enough of that, let's have a look at it. So there's a career mode, there are some scenarios, and I think what we'll do for this first look is the tutorial. So let's just click on that. Here we'll learn how to drive a bus and get your bus driving license. So let's give that a whirl. Want to know what it feels like to be at the wheel of a bus? Welcome to Bus Driver Simulator. You can change the current camera by pressing the L3 button. Some cameras allow you to change the viewing angle. The passenger compartment camera can be moved by pressing the directional buttons. Try doing it now. Alright. So the L3 button. So you can see already it's a very basic game. I think the download size was just over a gig, something like that, which is fine. There's the different views. Right, so how do we get out of this now? The passenger compartment camera. Oh, like this. I see. So you can actually come outside the bus this way. Okay. Start the engine by holding the triangle button. Right, so I've not got sounds. Let me turn the sounds back on. Let's go to the settings. I turned the music off in the menu, but it appears you can turn the whole sound off. That's better. Now then, is that too loud? let me work on this again. 60% that was on. Let's try it on 50%. Right, we'll give that a try anyway. We'll see how that is. So it's excellent. The engine is running. You can turn it off with the help of the same button. Try and turn the lights on by pressing L1 and the up directional button. Right, so L1. Turn on the light in the cabin by pressing L1 and down. Okay. finally press L1 and L3 to toggle the dashboard light. That's it for the lights. Remember not to turn on the lights when it's still light outside. Oh, okay, I didn't even see that. Before turning in any direction, you need to make sure the manoeuvre is safe. Switch on the turn signals with the L1 button and the left directional button to turn left, or L1 and right to turn to the right. Okay, so L1 and left and right. There are situations which require turn on the emergency lights. Press L1 and R1 to turn them on. So that's the hazards. There are times on the road you may need to use the horn. Press R3 to beat the horn. Now try to drive the short route with 3 stops. The navigator at the bottom right corner can be toggled by pressing R1 and touchpad. Try to open the big map. Press L1 and the touchpad. Alright, so there's our map. Can we zoom? We can't zoom in the map. So let's take that off. It's time to start moving. Steer with the left stick, accelerate and brake with R2 and L2. Before you start moving, release the parking brake with circle. Parking brake is released. You can put it on when you stop at the bus stop to prevent the bus from rolling. Start moving, continue to the nearest stop. Right, let's give this a whirl then. So have I got reverse engaged somehow? Because it's taking me backwards when I'm pressing R2. Look at the panel on the windshield. The names of the 3 stops and the time of departure are written on it. Don't arrive late at a stop. You need to strictly adhere to the schedule. If you see 2 numbers indicating the time, this means there are passengers waiting for the bus. The first number is the time of arrival, the second is the time of departure. Alright, fair enough. Right, I need to get out of reverse, so what is the... Let's have a look. How do I get out of reverse? Reverse on off is L1 and R3. So L1 and R3. Right, I presume reverse is off now. There we go. So it's a bit rough and ready, this. But for what it is, for £6, it's okay. Is this our first stop? It's our first stop. Let's put the parking brake on. Passengers on with the square button. Oh wow, what's happened to her? You can see how much bus fare money you've earned on the windshield panel. Note that to complete the route successfully you need to reach the end point of the route but also earn a certain amount of money. You get money for each passenger, but money is deducted for all kinds of fines, running a red light, skipping a stop, colliding with something, etc. Sometimes driving in a hurry is not the best solution, because arriving at a stop too early can also lead to a fine. Watch the schedule and now go to the second stop. Right, let's get the doors closed then. Circle to release the parking brake. So, round the roundabout. Is this the stop? Don't know about these passengers, the way they come on. They look, some of them look like they've had a drink. Sometimes you need to drive in reverse. To do so, you need to press L1 and R3, then hold the accelerator as you would normally do. And to move forward again, it's L1 and R3. We could have done with that tip just before, because I got into that by accident. There's our bus. Right, let's carry on. Wow, up the curb there. Indicators on for a left turn. Yeah, it's not a tourist bus, is it? Oh wow, was I meant to stick? Oh, right, okay. I didn't even see any passengers there. They're all waiting to get off though. So it is L1 and R3 to reverse. Let's get back in the box. There we go. Right. Handbrake. Doors open. Have we got a trophy there? Bus driving licence. Congratulations on obtaining your bus driving licence. Now you can drive to the city on your first real route. Look at these people trying to get off. I can't believe that passenger has been modelled like that. She's swinging everywhere. You can just see her there through the doors. Alright, you know what, let's go to Korea and let's do a quick mission. Why not? Get into the real stuff now we know the controls. Well, hopefully I know the controls. So we have a few buses we can buy. 7 buses, I think it said. So have I actually got a bus? Oh, I see, I've got a cursor. I've got a cursor right there. Buses. So that one's locked. That one's locked. What do we start with? What money have I got? I've got 5,000. That one's 4,000. That one's 4,000. 5. 5. That's a bigger bus, isn't it? Can I not zoom out here? Because I could do with having a look. I could do having a look at the buses a bit better, to be honest. That one's 6,000, so we can't get that one. Are these all more expensive? Yeah, they are. So we've got a choice of this one. Engine power is 150, capacity passengers 39. Right, let's look at this one. 115 engine power, 45 passengers. Do you know what? I quite like the look of this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. Let's buy that. So let's select the route. So we've got a few routes available to us. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these. How do we know how big the routes are? I guess it's just a visual thing, isn't it? That's a straight route, look. That's a very long one. Let's start with the first one. How many stops is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's quite long, isn't it? For a first look. Let's try this one. We'll do this one. So, select route. These are the timings between the stops. Right, okay. I don't really know. Well, time span. Stop time is 0. So, let's have a look how we get on with it, just with the standard settings. So, start the engine. It's quite cute, that one, isn't it? Right, so where's our first stop? I think our first stop is over here. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is, yeah, at the bus stop itself, so let's do that. This is very slow, this one, compared to the one we used in the tutorial. Let's get everybody on. It's a pity there's no there's no zoom function to be able to get a bit closer. Not that I can see anyway. All sorts of different workers getting on. And we can take 45 passengers on this one. So I think that's everybody on. Let's close the doors, take the handbrake off. Now I need to L1. Oh, that's handy now that this comes up with the when you press L1, it gives you the commands there. So R3 to put it in reverse. Okay, let's get it back again. I think we need to come out of... Can't go out that side. Change the view. Right, so we're meant to be at the next stop at 8:05. Might be a challenge, that one. So where is our stop then? I presume it's this one. I'm in the wrong side of the road, so what am I... Was I meant to come out? Right, maybe I was meant to come out of the other entrance there. Let's just go around here. I was saying the stop's at the other side, isn't it? Right, let's... Oh, I see it now. I can see it. You know, the minimap's not... At first glance, the minimap's not very good. I'm assuming I'm going to turn left here. Let's get the indicators on. Let's get in front of this AI. Alright, I'm all over the place. I think this is the stop now. I think this is the stop. Yeah, there's the green box, all good. Let's get everybody on board. There's people getting off already. I mean, they've only just got on now at the bus station. I'm sure they could have walked it. The bus looks pretty full. We've got standing passengers as well. I don't know what that lady's doing over there. Right, we won't even go there. Let's get the doors closed. Handbrake off. Right, so I'm hoping this next stop's a little bit easier to find. We're meant to be there at 8:06. It's already 8:06, so we're going to be late. So we'll probably get some fines, like it said. Right, zebra crossing. Right, where's our next one then? Yeah, that's confusing. Was I meant to... Was I meant to take a different path to get to this bus stop? I was probably meant to come out onto this main road just further down. Right, we'll do a U-turn. Oh yeah, I was probably meant to come through that junction there, but... Let's just do this for now. Yeah, because I can't zoom the map in the bottom right corner, it's difficult to be able to see where it is we're going. Yeah, so we're arriving later, so we've lost 150. Is there an option to make the map bigger? There was something about the map at the beginning. Can we actually press the... Oh, there's the large map, but when you look at the large map, it doesn't really show you in any great detail where you're actually going, does it? I can see we've got a right turn coming up for the next one, so we'll try that. Right, that's the... Are these guys, actually, are these guys getting on? Just let me leave the doors open a second. It could be full, actually. That might be why they're not getting on. Right, so I'm not turning. See there, you can see the right turn, but you can't actually see that on the minimap. But this is alright for £6. It's only £6. It's perfectly playable for £6. So our next one. Now, unless a lot of people get off here, then these guys are not going to get on. There is actually quite a few getting off, isn't there? People on mobile phones as well. some of the passenger animations quite interesting. Right, let's get the doors closed and we'll carry on. You see, I thought I had a right turn coming up for one of these stops, but they're petrol stations, aren't they, that I can see on the minimap? It's the little checkered flags that, and we need to keep an eye out for these traffic lights as well, but it's the little checkered flags that are where we need to stop. How do we know how much fuel we've got as well, which is the other thing, because if there's petrol stations we must need to, whoops, we must need to stop for fuel at some point. So our next one. Do you know what? It's very basic, but it's actually good fun, this. I've got to say, set your expectations correctly, it's actually good fun. We got those routes, as we went into career mode, there were some routes there selected. Now, I don't know if there are certain routes for certain buses, because I think there's only 4 or 5 routes there. What did it say in the blurb? It said something about 23 routes when we read the description out. There wasn't 23 displayed there unless you progress and unlock those as you go. So some may only be available to certain buses as well. This is good too. The passengers that got off our bus have walked up here already and they're crossing now. They're not just randomly spawning in, they actually got off our bus. Right, we'll wait here. Let's go back inside. Yeah, it's pretty packed in there. So this is an interesting view as well. Let's do this view for a while. This route's pretty straight, this one. I could see some circular routes that we had to choose from. Some of those were a little bit longer though. There's a railway there. So I don't know if there are any trains animated. You would hope so. I've got to stop coming up. Oh, it's right here, look. So let's try the indicators again. So we're getting constantly penalised now for being late. Hey, there's a few people want to get on though. It's a busy route, this one. Now in the store as well, there are some other bus simulator games that have a similar kind of look and feel from the thumbnail. I don't know if they are made by the same company. I need to look into it. It's a German company actually that makes it. Kishmish Games are the developer. The publisher is UIG Entertainment in Germany. So I don't think I own anything else that has been published or developed by the same people. But I'm not going to grumble for £6. I don't know if I would have paid the full price for it, but yeah, again, this is just the first look, so I don't actually know how much playability there is. What I should have done as well is looked how many trophies there were. I've not done that yet. I'll probably do that actually. If I look at my PlayStation app now, whilst I'm just doing this. 22 trophies available for the game, and there is a platinum as well, so there is a platinum for this one. So I'm just looking if there's anything that is difficult. Let me just come up here because I think we're turning off here. There's some grindy ones like transport 10,000 passengers, earn 10,000 on fares, earn 100,000 on fares, call the tow truck for the first time. So I think they're all doable. I think some of them will be grindy, but there is a platinum, so you know, if you're on PlayStation and you fancy something like this, £6.49 right now until the middle of July. Give it a try. I mean, right now, I'm going to say it, the controlling of the bus, the steering, the acceleration, etc. is far better than Autobahn Police Simulator 3, which was the last first look that we did. We won't say any more about that for now. The scenery looks pretty good for a PS4 game of this sort of ilk. We're going to get fined again because we were meant to be there at 8:15. It's now already 8:17, but this is good. We're getting up to speed. Catching up with the traffic. Let's try and... Yeah, it's a bit squishy on the suspension. Yeah, we don't want to go right there. Probably speeding, but I have no real idea as to how we can tell. Because the HUD doesn't give us the speed of the road versus the speed that we're doing. Is the needle actually animated there on the dashboard? I don't know if it is. It says we're doing just under 60 kilometers per hour. There is a fuel gauge on there as well, which is showing full. So whether that will move or not, I'm not sure. I don't think we can expect too much given the type of game that this is. and the price point. But it'd be pretty neat if it did. But the good thing is here though as well is that you get to drive in traffic. And I think we're coming off here because we've got to do a right turn. Let's put the indicator on just to make sure everybody knows, even though it's a feeder lane. The indicators come off automatically as well once you straighten the wheel back up again, which is quite nice. Right, where is the stop? This is it. Right, so this is actually an off-road stop. So there's a few people getting off. So we've come out of the city now, into the countryside. The bus is on a dangerous tilt there, isn't it? You can hear the money going in, which is good. We've got to get 100,000 in takings for one of the trophies. 100,000 is quite a lot. What have we got right now? I'll change the view back to the dashboard. Yeah, you see we've got 2,805, so if we're going for 100,000 we're going to have to do plenty of trips, aren't we? Let's get the doors closed. Indicate left. Let's come back on. Yeah, I'm quite liking it for what it is. Sometimes the simplest games are some of the best, aren't they? From the point of view of just being able to sit there and just enjoy something. You know, something that doesn't ask too much of you, that you can just play whenever you fancy it and just dip into it. This is one of those. It's not a game you're going to sit there for hours and hours and hours and play solidly by any means. But I'm quite looking forward to this actually, to doing the career mode. I think this is our last stop coming up. So the other thing is we've not got an idea yet for the sort of scale of the map and the drivable area. We don't know that yet. But this was a nice run. This was one of the shorter routes, and it's taken us a while to get to this point. So the other routes that we could see are obviously a lot bigger than this. There's other buses on the road, which is nice. So that's the route completed. The money earned was 2,655. So yeah, I'll take that. So that's a first look at it. That is Bus Driver Simulator Countryside. £6.49 right now in the PlayStation sale. If you fancy it, go and pick it up. Let me know what you think. It's a PS4 game. We're running it on the PS5 here, so I mean, there's obviously no issues with the performance. I quite enjoyed it. It's very simplistic, so as long as you know what you're getting into, there's no issues there. Thanks for watching again. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Please sub to the channel, and we'll do some more of this over the coming weeks. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.